When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. When I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up, huh? You're unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
It's a surprise considering what happened. What happened? Ah! Are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka's dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? My friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come right now. We need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
Makoto, you're a fucking moron. I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that.
Hey!
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the bare times one rule.
But...
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? Well, you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Makoto, stop being a fucking moron. Oh, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is
someone
this?
Killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hold on, don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, the person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Huh?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb, that's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave?
What?
Or are you laughing? It's 'cause naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz out of here?
Hey!
You're super naive,
Come on
devilishly naive,
now.
hellishly naive. No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold.
Then perhaps...
We're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out.
In other words...
Bingo, it's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is.
Time to ace attorney a bunch of high schoolers, so true.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which, of course, means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
How could you do this to Sayaka?
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply...
What?
It's execution.
Yeah!
Execution.
What?
By execution, you mean?
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So to make sure I understand, if we get to the culprit right, then only they die, but if we did it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well
What a
done!
smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line.
Uh-huh.
Let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you
You're freaking
talking
insane,
about?
you know that?
Huh?
Huh?
What the?
Class trial, what the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What are you trying to say? You're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
Hmm.
I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something?
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be a part of this.
I
You're so
don't!
selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
some people will pay for this.
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation! I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Dude. Dude.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No
Yeah!
way!
Well now.
Now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know?
Yeah!
But I guess we all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Look at her. Yuka's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just seconds ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. It's in some superhero comics, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. It's reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say
This
what?
entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the black.
Ta-da!
This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it.
The Monokuma file!
Yeah?
Hmm.
I mean, actually, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstance and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then.
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial.
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so I'll meet for the class trial in a little while. With that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead were a huge shock. But there was more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die. We'd find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we need to do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words.
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. When you decide to trust and not trust is of course up to you. Something you need to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. But that's the only thing waiting for those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing, because if we don't, we're all going to die. He's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. They're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what it has to be. On top of that note, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I know I never survived. I know I'd never be able to accept her death, which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
It's obvious. If you're the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? Volunteering for guard duty to be in a position to destroy all the evidence. But then you would know who did it. So, I don't know. If he's the only one guarding and he destroys the evidence, then he's cooked.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them with their stats. They're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Oh.
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Well, she's right. And could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned in other words. You think I did it? Gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her waist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your
You're just not
problem?
accepting that?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. That Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, who was gone before we realized it. I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, damn it!
Let me just say this right now. Whatever son of a bitch did this right now is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence.
You're fucking
They better
dead!
not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting those deadly words hang in the air. He and Sakura around.
So,
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We
anyway,
don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is...
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
so,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot if it's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Get her ass. Don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, point.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way that Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. But it had been from, like, recklessly trying to open the bathroom door. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. Okay. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Are you going to help investigate? I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Aww. Okay, first of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay, thank God. I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of the room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Where'd the knife even come from? He was like stabbed, right? With a knife? Where'd the knife even come from? Got a sword. Sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but there's some scratches on the sheet. They must have been made with something sharp. So she like fought the knife. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? I mean, I would assume she was like blocking knife slashes. This is a self-replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Taken out of the sheath. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off the parts of the blade and the handle. handle especially. I should check. Can I check the corpse? And then the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Yeah. Am I gonna catch someone with their hands gold? I remember correctly. So she didn't have the time. That's true. Then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? It's like I forgot to lock the door. No, that's impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. After saying that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any other reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she would have gone walking around so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Looking at the ruler, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Sayaka, see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up. Look at it still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my
What?
God. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet. As far as I know. Actually, we were just talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit. Okay. No one's opened a toolkit yet. Noted. Do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. She's so real. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? There might have been some kind of fight. I was right there in the other room. If only I heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible.
Huh.
Yeah, all the rooms are fucking soundproof. Fucking idiot!
Well.
Makoto's so dumb! Yeah, I got that part.
Well.
Hey Kyoko, I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No. Not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She's down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so, but why? Nodding, she glanced around my room once more.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as suspected. There's something very unusual about your room. Unusual, what do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I've noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Is it Sayaka or the killer?
Well...
It's a question, isn't it? The bathroom, and on the other side of the door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Check her hands! Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Also, where the fuck did this knife come from? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now is not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been burst into her stomach. That might have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into. Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. The gold! There's something sort of glittering on her wrist too. Right, okay, so she hurt her hand blocking hits with the sheath. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that might have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she had already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? I'm gonna look at it again. Guys, this literally says Leon. Upside down. Upside down and back. It literally says Leon.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that are likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an inspiring poet. The numbers she wrote, what do you mean? What do you mean? I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting that way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case. Otherwise, this case will end up and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one thing I wanted to ask you about. You know the door to your bathroom got broken? You mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame.
Correct.
The door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Not the doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. Sure, you'll see right away what I'm talking about. Do what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. With gloves, I hope, otherwise you're gonna get fingerprints on that doorknob. Doorknob. Yeah. What? Come on. Practically about to fall off.
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious that it was intentional. It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess that means they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. The girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought, then apparently struck with a sudden realization. She shot a question at me.
Just a second.
Hey, just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door gets stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. What you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. With the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I get the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Well, the one thing that clears Makoto for everyone else is that he wouldn't have needed to break the doorknob to get in. Makes the bathroom door jam. It's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Who swapped nameplates? Who the fuck swapped nameplates? Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room, Sayaka's room, were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Why would I even do that? Monokuma definitely switched the fucking nameplates, dude. Let me just grab the CD. And then we're off to the AV room. I want to talk to him.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Bro? She's speedrunning? Imagine if I could just be like, it was you, wasn't it? She literally wrote Leon on the wall. He'd be like, what the fuck? Where am I going again? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
The screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. The hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. I was trying to say he was even able to get to them. If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? I feel so short. When you're standing here and you have to look up at Byakuya.
Very strange.
Get it all wrong. We switched rooms. We even tried to hide some. For all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you. That's not true. That's not true at all! The nameplates were swapped, you fucking fool! Manlet MC, so true.
Most
That's really well. I just supposed to any evidence in the trash and I think I'm guilty. Blah 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 blah. You have any clues? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? Perfect place to destroy evidence, however, there's one little problem, which is...
as for me,
the place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. Okay, we'll go to the trash room. empty gate here. No one can get past. Oh,
Monokuma
hello.
appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually lines up. How do you get the gate open?
No, you can't go any
no entry
further!
beyond this point. Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning
No,
duty?
you can't go any further!
Okay, I get it. This is gonna be faster. Just go around and ask.
No, you can't go any further!
Okay. Cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? This is what happens. Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we
Of
go!
course. My job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. Do that, they gave me the key to the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and the only person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whatever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. Throw would disappear and things would become boring.
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you get that cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did
Is it,
You want to
like...
dig through the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What are
to
you
think
talking
about this in
All I
a
love
common...
is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, that's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy is cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash and disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in it? That's not how that's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you want to suddenly join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. I don't think it's like that. I just was hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You!
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed to the trash room. Hifumi is based and objectively correct. I don't know about that. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. He said he killed his wife, he learned how to get on the inside, but he never stopped screaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Never, please just hurry up. Okay, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Surely you're planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? Bean, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world. Never, let's just hurry up and keep looking. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's
indeed.
a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Unless someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps it
fairy?
was the work of a fairy. Wait, do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
Fairy? Oh, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. About that, there can be no mistake, and I've got one thing going for me. It's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then, and since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most
it should be
suspicious.
impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? He hit a fucking baseball? Okay, he threw this. Stars of born glass shattered around the front of the incinerator. So it used to be some kind of glass ball. Huh. I wonder who's good at throwing balls.
Is this perhaps...
Do you know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
To save you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Getting aside is the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it. Sorry, I'm not having a little problem with my throat. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future, just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. I get what you're trying to say, but who does this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all be still in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Hell yeah. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth in the shape part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. This is enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely
What does it all mean, Mr.
unforgivable!
Maggie? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone
I'm
already knows
sure
you
of
did
it.
it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. It's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Let's put that aside for now so you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. I literally have enough information. I did not need to talk to this guy. Are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. I've been taking a break since we started. It's all first drink, you know? I don't have a first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me be calm. So I know I shouldn't have just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. The knives! There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Is it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. You notice one of the kitchen knives is missing?
Yeah, totally.
I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappeared like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from
That's
the beginning?
right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glasses. Wait, to wash my glass, not her glasses. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Of course not, I would never. Did you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other. It's a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, Allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
You!
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. We can all. This will. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime, bro. We really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. Then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, can I just not talk to you losers? Except for Leon, I want to see if he acts
You know what I mean.
I did my job, which was committing the crime. We finally arrived. Doesn't just feel like a real courtroom. It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
I'm doing close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up and hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant to be easy for anyone to transfer the attention and ease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Shut up, Hifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
About to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. I'm so confused.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something feels off about what was just said, because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Poor Chihiro.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
What was used to kill Sayaka? The fucking knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that?
Ah, go back!
Son of a bitch!
I missed! Aiming!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Got it.
No, that's wrong!
I love hearing Bryce Papenbrook's voice acting, by the way.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Shut up, Leon.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Shut up, Leon!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Fuck off.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. I don't know how to slow down with the key.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? And did it leaks.
No, that's wrong!
I was so good! I was so good! Negative latency!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Negative latency, dude!
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Fuck off.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
I'd like to ask the bear.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Unless someone really cared for them.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Chihiro!
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Got him.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
He's like, she's gonna kick my ass in.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Bro.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka. The person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
It's very possible.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
Fuck off, Toko.
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
You possess a most terrifying talent.
They're all gonna blame me for the murder. Bro, I didn't fucking break the door. Everyone's gonna
Hold
dive.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Thank you, Kyoko.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I need H's, baby.
Now I understand.
So true.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Why? That's a dumb idea, Celeste.
That makes sense, does it not?
Celeste, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard this entire game.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Why was Celeste so dumb? Yeah, which is why they left her bleeding in the bathroom.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Celeste is clearly high. That's hilarious.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, the doorknob. I almost did the wrong one. I almost did the wrong one.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Dude, that's the most suspicious thing he's ever said. He's literally like, but the killer would just break it, right? Leon's Freudian slip.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I'll figure it out.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
I think I got it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because he thought it was her room.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Someone swap the plates.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
1 to 50-50? I mean, I knew
And
it
yet,
was this.
he's absolutely right.
Save what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
I hope there's a double murder next and it's just Toko and Hifumi. Moonlit, that's so based.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Me last night when I was playing Splatoon and then I got banned for 10 minutes.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Celeste, what the fuck? Why do you have a problem? Celeste, you're the one who said something dumb. Yes, Celeste, shut up.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Dude, Masahina's like been more helpful than Celeste in this entire fucking scene.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, How did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Dude, Leon keeps doing this thing that criminals do where they try to, like, mislead. They, like, misdirect. That's what it is. They misdirect. He's constantly like, well, what about Makoto? What about, dropping the key?
I don't think so.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something. Yeah. Shit.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yep.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Did Sayako switch the nameplates? I would also sleep in the bathroom. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Jesus Christ,
I
it's so
found
obvious.
a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
A booty call in this economy.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
And then she swapped room plates.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Hifumi, I fucking thought you only liked 2D girls. Squids.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No, Celeste, because you're a fucking idiot.
Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Would you like to hear what I have to say? No, because you're wrong. So true. Leon looks so lost. Yeah. Bud is so guilty.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Look at him! There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Bro.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
For real.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that
looks like he
perhaps
never
used
stopped
during the
struggling.
fight?
Oh yeah? What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Why you asking, Leon? You look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yeah, oh god, indeed.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Got it.
A
Okay.
sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Don't mind me.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
Alright, I
And
need to
they
restart.
killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. A sword-based sneak attack.
This is
No,
the wrong
it's
time,
wrong.
isn't it? I was a little early, I think. Maybe?
Actually, no. I don't think the fight
No, okay,
started
maybe
with
I
the
wasn't.
sword.
I think I'm good.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Coco, I fucking hate you.
No, that's not it at all.
Because the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
She's afraid. Imagine, but she secretly had a secret fear of water.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
It's been like a week! Coco! Coco! It's been like a week! What the fuck? Stinky little baby. You need a shower, stinky little baby. You smell like pee and poo.
Oh my.
Even Hifumi is like, that's fucking disgusting.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
What the fuck, Toko?
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
I've been expecting.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
Leon's face, dude. Yeah, Leon and Makoto fighting out at the same time. Leon standing here like... That's fucked up of her.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
That's such a real reaction.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
Dude, Leon's face!
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
I like how Kyoko knows, but she wants Makoto to do it. At the expense of, like, she could just get everyone killed by not just fucking saying it herself.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Yeah?
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining. He says there are no more clues because he doesn't know about the dying message, and I think that's pretty funny.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
Leet speak.
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Don't be mean to my Chihiro.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Yeah, for real, Moonlit.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Here's my answer.
Makoto!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Moonlit, then we all die.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
I don't care! Yo.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Get his ass!
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
And was he Fumi Trust?
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Oh!
Shoot!
Hey!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
But it was kind of
So the only one who could get to the
I just don't know when
incinerator
to
was
interrupt. I know what to do.
the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Damn it. Okay.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply
rolling
took
that
aim at
20.
the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
It's almost like you would need to be the ultimate pro baseball player to do this feat.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way.
Yeah,
It'd be impossible.
Monokuma is definitely like, God, it took them so long to get to this point.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Oh, jeez. Huh? What? Sorry, what am I looking at? Hello? Oh! Okay.
The killer is... you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Yeah, baby! Let's
and
go!
that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
I think that this guy was just like sitting on the like laundry room floor, like going, ooh, crystal ball.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
It's picture, dude.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid! Stupid!
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yo, I got an A. I'm so good at this game, yo.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, is none other than Leon.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a
Son of a
bitch!
bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing there. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if it weren't we been wrong. Because what we came up with is really the truth. And that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. Now that we're trapped here with no way out, they're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. I have to see something like that happen to them and Sayaka. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Barely avoiding punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the last trial, the blackened Leon will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she showed herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her.
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
Bro did it for the love of the game! That's diabolical. No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because this one is to blame, it's him. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Do you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Oh, 7. Damn, what a way to go. Did he lose his arms since? Oh no, they're just tied up. I thought he like they like decapitated him. Removed his arms, I mean. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
My adrenaline was pumping right out of control.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? Just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of
Say
guy.
what?
In this case, dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Must really hate me to get so angry, but if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't this so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in it. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us here, there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
just a second.
Can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case by yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the end, she wasn't very sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. But
So...
the fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. That's why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic that when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic!
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Damn. Fucking got her. 3 down.